Introducing first, the fighter to my right, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. From Knoxville, Tennessee, representing Spartella MMA, Raven Ray Levon Evans. And his opponent to my left, fighting out of the Triton Funds red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed in at 155 pounds. Representing Vision MMA, give it up for Zack Graves!
Man, you saw Raven Evans talking to himself. He's doing one of those little football huddle talks to himself.
Well, I noticed he had a hell of a good stare down going on the whole time, not breaking eye contact with Zack Graves. Maybe trying to intimidate the younger man. We'll see.
You know, you're looking at an old man going to teach a young kid some tricks, and that's what we got. Jumped right on him. So Zack
right to the mount. Bad position right now.
Zack is going to have to move. He's even put himself in a worse position in order to keep his fight from being stopped.
Good job by getting up right.
If Graves gets up, then wow, that's a success right there.
Good job. Yeah, now he's right back to the mount position. How many of those is he going to have in him? How many times can he get out of that position?
You know, in regards to Graves, he got jumped on right away, which is what you would expect a seasoned individual in life to do with a younger guy.
He better hurry up and get out of that position or he's going to stop this fight.
Yep.
At this point, if Graves can somehow get out of this round, he will be very happy.
Jeez, I just hope we can get out of this position. I'm not.
And
Evans, good reversal attempt right there. Oh, almost had it.
You know, and Evans on his end, he's going to make sure he doesn't burn himself out.
Well, Evans did the right thing right there. He's just relaxing, you know, and letting the guy on bottom kind of panic and freak out. And just that's the best thing to do is wait for him to kind of blow his wad away, and then you can.
If I'm Graves, I think I'm going to try to shrimp over to the side of the cage and push against it with my foot in order to kind of help him get out of this position. He needs to go towards the fence.
Yeah, he was so close right there to get out on multiple occasions, but like I said, Evans did a good job of just relaxing and trying to be heavy with his hips.
Chris, if you're on the bottom right here, what do you try to do? Do you try to transition to maybe half guard?
Absolutely. If you go for an armbar right now, if that, I would probably even give up my back if I had to, because otherwise they're going to stop the fight. He's going to have to try and really stack him right now. This could be very bad right now with this armbar position.
Very nice skill by Evans.
That's a good arm slicer he's trying right now to get the arm out. He's going to get it out.
Wow.
Good job. Great. Oh, look at the mouse under the eye right now. Now, did Raven blow his wad? Did he spend too much energy?
Well, you know, Graves. Well, here, look at the breathing. Look at the breathing of Raven Evans right
exactly.
now.
That's what I mean. He spent a lot of energy right there. Now he's really feeling what it's like to fight.
So now Graves, you know, he had a foot on his neck. I think that armbar may have been a misstep. And Evans.
It was a risk. It was a risk.
And I appreciate that.
Sure.
You know, but you know, maybe you should have rode out the round on the mount.
And what we tell people, I'm always very skeptical going for an armbar or any kind of a leg lock with unless there's 30 seconds left in the round. In a close round and you get on bottom, you might lose it.
You do have to appreciate he was going for the kill. He was trying to win.
You know, and if you look at this last 30 seconds of the round, if Graves can win the last 30 seconds round, I'm not going to say he wins the round, but I'm going to say it speaks volumes of the type of fortitude that he has as an individual and fighter.
In my opinion, he's clearly not going to win the round, but I mean, what a confidence boost that's going to be for him.
Well, you know, and you're his corner. You're just like, man, you just went through hell and back.
Yeah,
and you're still here.
You took his best. Can he take yours? That's the question you're going to have to ask him.
Yeah, it's the nail and the hammer theory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've been the nail. Can he be the nail?
You were a very good nail. How about we start being the hammer for the rest of the fight?
He has the opportunity to do so because he somehow survived that mount. So credit goes to Graves for that.
He did very good. Got out of that position twice.
You know, and if I'm Raven Evans' corner, I'm slowing him down.
Oh,
you know,
I'm telling him breathe. That's all I'm talking to him about right now in between his breathing.
Yeah, if I'm Brett, I'm talking about his breathing, you know, clearing his mouth, you know, airway, getting the mouthpiece out. Just tell him, relax, relax, relax. You know, just take what you can get. You jumped on him, dominant round. You know, let's not force anything.
Even more about when you do get in the dominant position, let's stay in the dominant position. You know, let's not go for anything crazy unless there's 30 seconds left.
I appreciate him going for that armbar.
I love to watch it. I wouldn't do it.
No. And, you know, you're looking at a 1-0 Raven Evans, and, you know, sometimes that comes with a little bit of maturity, you know.
Yeah.
The fans like it, though.
Oh, man, I like it.
Of course, I want to see it.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. You like the
I
action.
want to see go, go, go.
Gives Graves the opportunity to then come up on top. Now, what we get to see in the second round is how high is Graves really flying right now?
Well,
is he feeling pretty good? He survived that. I mean, that could be a reason to really make him feel good headed into this round.
If you look at Graves in the corner, Jeremy Pender has elected not to use the stool, and I think that's just to get blood into his legs, kind of get him back into the fight.
I think the bigger question is Raven Evans did he use too much of his energy right there?
You can burn out like that. Will Evans come quick again?
Little touch right there. Right back for the takedown.
Graves, I think Graves is looking to take this back to the ground.
Absolutely. He he had a little bit of success right there. He liked that success. He wants to get it back.
He certainly felt Evans's top game and, survived it.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to end up back there.
No, but I think he's got a little bit of confidence understanding that once Graves can maintain that top position, that Evans maybe not have the ability to reverse it.
You could see Graves' defense for that arm bar, and you could clearly see that's an experienced jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Absolutely. And if you look at Graves' eye, that might be completely closed come the next round.
Okay.
And tomorrow, I can't even imagine what that's going to look like.
Hey, you might want to put some ice on it. Okay, he does have a guillotine attempt right now. Not able to extend. You see how his head is in the fence right now. In order to get this guillotine, you're going to have to extend your body, arch your back, extend with the hips. He can't do that right now because of his position.
He's only got one. Evans has only got one. Evans has only got one arm in as well.
Yeah.
So if I'm Graves, take your time, get your breaths in, and just get ready to explode.
Graves needs to grab underneath his hips there now. Just pop his head out right now. Put your forearm across the throat and get out top. He's very happy just to stay right here right now.
That was a brutal first minute and a half for Graves. I think 90% of that locker room might not have survived that.
Absolutely. I like what Evans is trying. He's trying to be very active on bottom. He's trying to move into different positions, create some openings where he can get on top.
Yeah, if Graves, doesn't start moving when he's got Evans on the bottom like that, he's at risk of being stood up.
And not only that, but a lot of times judges nowadays know enough, and they're not just giving it to the guy on top. If the guy on bottom is more active, throwing more submissions or throwing more strikes, they're going to give them the round.
So, when I talked to Graves in the pre-fight interviews, he said that one of his biggest strengths is defense. And, we've certainly seen that up until this point.
I also saw his defense there with avoiding being guillotined was very impressive.
Yeah. Some good knees right now being thrown by Evans.
Yeah, Evans is throwing everything with a lot of power.
Yeah, there's a big difference in the knees. Graves is throwing knees up there, but they're more just a touch. Evans is throwing with bad intentions.
Yeah, Graves is going to have to get off the back of the cage.
Oh, good right hand right there.
So what's happening with Evans is showing punches in twos, and he's leaving a window open for Graves to return fire, and Graves isn't taking advantage of that. And if you look at the breaths coming out of Evans, cardio-wise, he is struggling right now. I think he had an adrenaline dump, but he's struggling right now, and the pressure from Graves could break him.
Well, it depends. I agree with that, except for Graves' biggest problem seems to be, on his feet. He's not really presenting any kind of stand-up besides, I'm going to try and take you down. He's not really been threatening. Makes it a little bit easier.
I think I'd almost, if I'm Jeremy Pender, I'm recommending that he keeps it on his feet. That's what I'm doing.
And if he goes for a takedown, make sure you avoid that close guard.
Yeah, go right to side mount, and really you got to look to finish the fight at this point. You might be down 0-2.
Well, no, he's definitely down. He's definitely down. Zack Graves is definitely down 0-2. But if you saw the last 15 seconds of that round, Raven Evans, his cardio is at its breaking point. So right now, Chris Pressure makes diamonds. If I'm Zack, if I'm his corner, I'm telling him you got to keep staying on him. You got to keep staying on him.
You got to stay in his face on your feet. You can't look for this takedown because
And never mind the tie up. Don't do it. Just keep going in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah, I would definitely try and get on the feet if possible. Maybe that's not his forte. If you do to get to the ground, you have to look to pass the guard, like you said earlier, Kelly.
Evans hasn't shown.
And no stool for Pender.
Yeah,
in Pender's corner
nice
again.
observation. Same thing.
Yeah.
Evans hasn't shown the ability to
He's going to have to finish.
submit off his back.
He's going to have to, if Evans really wants to, continue on in this sport at high levels, he's going to have to find a finish.
Relax, Zack. Let's go, baby. Fighter, are you ready? Let's fight!
Another good right hand land by Evans.
Yeah, if I'm Evans, I'm playing the outside game. But he keeps going 1-2, 1-2, and there's a window there. And Zack Graves has got to go through it.
Now, much better job being done right now by Raven Evans. As he's throwing these punches, he's trying to back away,
He's
trying to keep it on his feet as much as possible. But
deep breaths of air, too. Yeah, there's 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, and the amount of air that Evans has taken into his body tells you that he's struggling.
Like Zack Graves, great job being the takedown, but he's staying low and he's throwing body punches. Yeah, you have to do more than that if you're going to win this fight.
Well,
he's got to pass the guard. We've talked about that.
Graves has gotten some takedowns, but he goes right into that guard of Evans, and Evans is controlling things.
He's just trying to hold him down.
And he's allowing Evans to catch his breath.
Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to hold him down really at this point, and Evans is doing all the work. And you hear the referee right now even understand this. He says, "Come on, Red, we need more action from you."
Yeah, the thing about Graves is he's sitting in his own corner. Like the advice he's getting is an earshot. It's not like he's on the other side of the cage.
Yeah, but I mean, look, even right now, holding the guy down, you don't really score many points by little body shots like that.
He's almost holding him down to get a stand-up.
Yeah, which is, good reversal right there.
Graves has a half guard there. Let's see if he can survive this third round like he did in the first.
Raven Evans is a music producer, a youth teacher, and a football coach.
Really?
He's got 3 kids, 2 years training, and he's a black belt, or blue belt. Blue belt, I apologize.
He might go for this armbar again. He's in the mountain position right.
Heavily involved with his children.
Or the double hammer fist. You don't see that too often anymore.
No, that's old school pride.
Some Sakuraba.
Yes, absolutely.
45 seconds. And he got the finish.
Smart move. He's mounted. What do you do? And I understand. I mean, there's 40 seconds left. Zack just didn't have.
He was in a bad position. He wasn't going to get out.
No, and if you look at his face, he's got one eye closed already.
And Raven Evans did a good job there. He did not go for the armbar. Sometimes you'll see people, they will leave that armbar up there just hoping you take it so you quit punching him. It wasn't going to be done this time. He learned I'm not going to do that.
That young kid, Zack Graves, he's got a lot of heart. But what he's going to have to do is figure out offense. And, I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but whatever he's doing in practice does not match what he's doing here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this fight at 2 minutes and 15 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by TKO, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, Raven Evans.